You? I like you. You're standard and quite amazing. It's so useful. You're also amazing. You're better than that, but you have your downfalls. You? Oh boy. I can really like you. Mostly. Let's get into it. Hello, my name is Joshua Lee, and I've been using the Aputure MC lights for quite some time. That is until they came out with the MC Pros. But then Zhiyun reached out and they sent over their M20 and M20c lights. Now, I love the Aputure MC Pros, but these are so unique and so special. I couldn't turn them down when they wanted to send them over for me to try out. I do want to focus mainly on the M20c as it is the most comparable to the Aputure MC Pro. I'll touch on this later because I have some separate thoughts about this. But a lot of what I am saying about the M20c applies to the M20, except for when I get there. Now, to be absolutely clear, I am not being paid to make this video, but they did send over both of these products for free for me to try out. That being said, this could easily be my favorite new light, but it also has some drawbacks. Let's just start by knocking the specs out real quick. For starters, both the M20 and M20c have 20 watts of output compared to the 5 watts of output of the Aputure MC Pro. Basically, what that means, without getting into too much detail, that these are going to be a whole lot brighter. Not only that, but these lights will take advantage of the full panel and be bright all around, as opposed to the MC Pros, which are generally brightest at its center. Both the Zhiyun and Aputure lights both have a variety of lighting effects. What makes the Zhiyun lights unique is specifically the music mode, where it has a built-in microphone and generate light based on the beat around it. I believe you can do something similar with the Aputure light, but it takes a lot more work. Now, regarding some of the lighting effects, in both the M20 and M20c, there is a lightning mode. The Aputure MC Pro has that similar type of feature, but in this particular case, I'm gonna have to give this feature to the MC Pro because the lightning effect here feels a little bit more random as compared to the M20. This is very patternized and it's the same every time. This one feels random. If that's an effect you use, then that's something to consider, but that's something that can be fixed via a software update on the M20c. Unfortunately, it cannot be fixed at this time of me recording this in the M20, as the M20c is the only light that can be connected to the Zhiyun Vega app. The M20 cannot be app controlled. The same can be said for the candle effect on these. I don't really love the candle effect on here, but I do love them on the MC and MC Pros, and I actually do use that effect a lot anytime I take photos of a candle, because it makes the candle look brighter than it actually is. The candle effect on here, I don't know if you can tell, but it's very, like, you can see it shift in brightness versus how a candle just smoothly adjusts from brighter to darker. But again, that's all stuff that can be fixed in a software update. And that's all stuff I've communicated with Zhiyun, so they may be looking into it. In terms of accessories, they both come with flat diffusers, and they both come with honeycomb grids. The Aputure MC Pro comes with a dome diffuser. The Zhiyun lights come with barn doors. Now, the one thing that you're gonna get with the MC Pro is a magnetic ball head, whereas something like this does not come with the M20 or the M20c. Now, that being said, this has 4 different mounting points that you can use a cold shoe with, one on each side alongside a quarter 20, which is the only mounting point that the Aputure MC Pro has. Now, that being said, all of this is built into this light, whereas everything that I just said about this light is an attachment to a cage. So this is the M20 and M20c light itself. There is no mounting point on this light, but if you needed a light to fit in your pocket, this is how you would do it. Whereas if we remove the diffusers, this could easily fit in your pocket as well. And the final thing I'm going to point out, and this is true of both of these, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but both of these charge with USB-C. The one cable to rule them all for everything. Yay. Why am I obsessed with this? I don't have an answer for you. It's about dang time. In a minute, I'm gonna need to not get a copyright strike, thanks. So some thoughts. When it comes to the accessories, they both do a pretty good job of staying on. Now, the Aputure MC Pro does tend to fall off a little bit easier than the M20 or M20c. Of course, they're gonna fall off far easier when you have absolutely every accessory on here. If I just had one on here, it's not gonna really fall off that easily. But even this, with all of them on here, it takes a reasonable amount of effort for these to fall off. So good job. When it comes to stuff like weather sealing, the Aputure MC Pro is going to be your best bet as opposed to the M20c or M20, just because there is a fan on the back of this light, because it does get a little bit hot, but so does the MC Pro, but they don't get hot enough to the point where you can't handle them or touch them. So honestly, it's fine either way. All right, to wrap up this video, I love that both the Aputure MC Pro and the M20c can both be controlled via an app, and you can get all nitty gritty and minute about the color and the tone and brightness and all that. And I specifically love the app, especially with this type of light. If the controls are way up high, I don't want to stand on a chair and figure out how to climb up there to adjust the brightness. If I happen to do that with any of these, I'm gonna want to control it via an app. Now, I do wish I could do that with the standard M20, but as of right now, it is only available on the M20c. I don't know if they're planning on adding it as a feature to the M20, but if not, I feel like they should. It's a no-brainer, and that way you can also update this if they ever decide to fix any of the lighting effects on the M20c, then that way your lighting effects are the same on both. Now, when the Aputure MC Pro came out, I was like, yes, give. I need like 3 of these. And these were $199 a pop. As great as these are going to be a little more friendly to your wallet. The M20, the light alone, comes in at $89, and if you want the combo, then that's gonna ring you up $120, which is already cheaper than the MC Pro. If you want a M20c, the light alone is gonna ring you up $139, but if you want the combo, then that's gonna ring you up $169, which is still cheaper than the Aputure MC Pro. And you're getting a lot of similar features to the MC Pro. And lastly, the thing I love about the M20 lights is that they get me really thinking about the ways in which I can bend light to accomplish the photos I want. Because sometimes all I want is a strip beam of light on the subject matter, which you can't really do with an MC Pro, not unless you go out of your way to block it out. With the barn doors, again, it's not going to be perfect, but you're already going to be most of the way there to accomplishing an effect like that if you really want to highlight just an element of a product, or you just want a small beam of light across the subject you're shooting. And the fact that I can even start to do that with these lights without too much extra effort is honestly just amazing. And I always appreciate when a product can really get me thinking about new ways I can be creative. So overall, if you're interested in any of these lights, there will be links to them down in the description. Some of those are affiliate links, which I earn a little bit of commission from, and that supports me directly so I can make more content like this. And let me know which lights you use and why. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya!